Hey everyone, here it is. It's like a fireside chat with Michelle at the Glass Academy. Ta-da! You are in my home office. You can see I have my lovely plants here. I live in Ann Arbor. Houses are right next door. We're very close. My house was built in the early 1900s, very fun. But I work out of a home office when I'm not in the gallery. So sometimes if you don't see me, I could be here. But we used to have a show called Inside the Oven. And if you remember it from years ago, that would be when we talk on the back end of some things that were going on. So you were all in the loop. And this kind of feels like that today. We are starting a new membership. It's different than the loyalty points for our local customers that come into the studio. This is also different than YouTube. And here's how. YouTube, we started a membership and it was super cool when we started that. You'd get little emojis when you were in the group for so long. The problem for me on the back end was your email addresses weren't in there. So if we wanted to send you a coupon or a link to something special, we had to download who you were, go through our Shopify site, pull up your email, and then email you. It just was too time consuming, not easy, and couldn't navigate it very well. So we tried, we did an awesome job. We put your names on the end of the clip when we do our live show. But again, people jump on and off, and sometimes people jump off and their name was still on there. So we wanted a better way to track what was going on, and we're trying to figure out how to do that. So fast forward, it's winter, we need our cup of tea. Fast forward to September when I did my workshop in Florida. I don't know if you remember, Chris and I went down. And this is a tech conference. I was like a fish out of water. It was my second year in a row. The first year I wanted to cry every day because it was so loud. It was so much of what I wasn't, who I am not as an artist. But the cool thing was it was all these tech people, and they came together because they help grow memberships and they bring value by what they offer to a specific clientele. It really resonated with me because we want to do more for our members. And the question is, how do we do more for our members? So now we've got the answer. Okay, so I wrote a couple notes. So let's see. Part of what I want to say is, you know, our values, you know who we are, what we've done, how we've done things. We're pretty transparent about everything. What you don't see, and that we are very conscious of, is we don't want to complain or talk about things that are wrong, but you've seen the tech things that happen. I mean, this year was just incredible. I don't know why so many tech things happened. And it takes us a hot minute to figure that out. We are not a production company. We are not HGTV, nor are we the cooking channel. We can't just pivot and suddenly create all this stuff. We don't have a team of HR people or not HR, tech people. I can't be like, hey, the website's not working, fix it. We're a small business. Every dollar that comes in goes, 65% of it goes back to labor, and then the rest gets divided in the company. So if something's crashing or something's a big deal, do we have cash flow to take care of it? That's a big thing in a small business. So many things happen on the backside, you just don't even know, and we don't really talk about them. So we kind of thought, if you watched an HGTV Home and Garden or a Food Network, when they're doing their Chopped episode and then they take the artist aside and say, hey, what were you feeling in that moment? What type of dish were you making? Why did you rip out that floor? Those are the kind of things that we want to address. So now we want to be able to do a video like the experimental videos, but what we want to do is stop and be have interviews, not in this setting necessarily, but at the studio, and be like, hey, Jake, what happened when that item fell on the floor 5 times and you really wanted to kick the cat across the room? How did you cope with it? What did you do? How did you get through that moment? So we want to create some videos that are going to be more like that. And also the experimental show, from the beginning to experimenting to interviews to the end to a finished product. And some of you are also requesting to buy those finished products, and we're not finished with them. And then what also happens is we're on to the next project, because we were doing those experimental shows every Sunday. And so it didn't give us time as an artist to develop the line to keep moving forward, because we were like, go, 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 go. The good news is, by doing that, it pushed us out of our boundaries and it pushed us out of what we're comfortable with, and we were willing to explore and try more things. I personally want to go back and finish the numbers, get the house number up, get it on my house and show you from start to finish. And maybe some of you want that, maybe you don't. It's a product I want for me, but I'm always going and I just never got it finished. So what we'd like to do is create these videos from start to end and then have a call to action, or if you want to know more about it, you can reach out and we're ready to service your needs. Another great example of this is the sheep. We did 2 experimental shows with the sheep. How we will find the finished sheep, in addition to that contest we put on Facebook, vote for your favorite, wasn't even a contest, it was just tell us your thoughts. We have to make a bunch of them. And when I say a bunch, I don't mean like 20. I mean, you need to do 50 sheep before you figure it out, before you get that down, the patterns down right, the color patterning down right, all of that, before you can sell them. So now we could do an experimental show, talk to you guys about it. Do you like this product? What are you thinking about this? Then continue to finish the item. And in the membership, if you're a member, you're going to get first pick of the items that we make. So this is just an intro video. This is not like, where are the next steps? How do I sign up? This is just kind of talking through what we were coming to. And the tech side of this is taking longer than we thought. We have hired someone to do, it's going to be like a landing page. You can click this membership or that membership. And we're still working on that tech side of things. So hang tight. Do not leave your YouTube membership yet. We're going to have you jump over and we'll let you know when we're ready. There's going to be 2 levels. One is an $8 level and the other one is $48. They're both going to have different things, different bells and whistles. To give you a few examples, the $48 level is going to have a private Facebook page. And so that's where we're going to put some of the trials and tribulations that we don't necessarily want to put on our main page, but that are exclusive to the group. When you guys ask questions during the show, we can answer you specifically. There are going to be more interviews, and then we could put those all in that Facebook page, and it's a little more private. Because what is happening as we grow, there are a lot of international countries watching. There's a lot of other people watching. Facebook's got, their bots and their trolls and all these things. We want to make a more exclusive private group, and we know the members have been asking for that as well. The cool thing about doing this membership is also, because it's going to go through our website, much easier for us to track who's on the membership and who is not, and also to send you out coupons, flyers, in the know questions, all kinds of things that you've been asking for. But now, because it will hook to our email program, it's easy. Yeah, it's going to be all automated for us. So if I say, hey, today it's pouring rain, I want to do a special on the raindrops, send everyone a coupon for raindrops, we can do it within 5 minutes. Where before, it was not so easy. And remember, we're glass artists. Like, I want to blow glass. I want to be in the studio creating things. I don't want to get bogged down with all the tech stuff and all the other things. And let's be real. If I'm going to hire someone, what does that person charge per hour? That's not a cheap job or inexpensive job. It's not someone you want doing it part-time. You want someone who's really invested in the company. And that's what we've been doing. We've been looking at our team, figuring out who can go where, who's the best resource, how we're going to do this, and best ways to grow. Okay, let me look at my notes. I have down 2 things that I kind of touched on. This is our way of giving incredible value. So you guys know us. We put on a live show every week. And with that live show, there's a lot of expenses and time and energy that you guys sit down on Tuesday night and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. But on our end, there is a lot of prep and there's a lot of resources that go into getting the show right. And remember, we're not home and garden television. They've got a whole team, they're professional tech people, they're doing all these things. They have a director that leads them. When you think about it, you can put, because my dad does this, you can put our YouTube show on your TV and watch it. And there's just this little trigger in your brain that when you see it on the TV, you're like, you think it's a TV show. We are not Swamp People or Bravo channel where it's like the Angry Housewives, or I don't even know what that show's called. But it feels that way because you see us on the big screen. So we want to get more professional on our end as well. And we want to put more time and resource into how we put our shows on. Now, Tuesday night's not going away. You can watch that for free all day long. That is not a problem. But the membership, the $8 and the $48 level, this is per month, they're each going to have their own perks. Now, I'm not going to tell you what they are because that ruins the surprise. You need to wait. There's some anticipation. But you know who we are. You know what we provided. You know the value we provided. We want to give to you guys exactly what you're asking for. And if I'm being 100% honest, we have been running, and we're getting kind of thin. So we know how we want our shows to look. We know the professionalism that we want in our products and what we sell to you guys. We want ample time to develop products. And right now, we're kind of slowing down. Like, we need to regroup and rethink, and this membership is a way that we can do that. So as of today, you should be watching this video on a Sunday. We're going to put it in our e-news. I do not have the answer for you of when this membership is going to go live. James is working on the back end. That's who we've hired, and I met him 2 years ago now in Florida, and he's phenomenal. If you've done some of our other product launches, you've worked in the program that he has set up with us. He joins all our software on the back end of the website, and he's going to be helping us. And I'm super excited about that because he knows how to make it real easy for you all. It's just a button you'll hit, and you can jump on membership anytime you want. Anytime you want to jump off, same thing, super easy. There's no requirement. You can be on 1 month and say, this is cool, I don't need it. You can be on 5 months. You could be on for a year and just be like, this is phenomenal. I really like the value I see in here. There's going to be a gift when you first sign up in both levels, the $8 and the $48. There is going to be every couple months a surprise that comes with it. So we encourage you to stay for at least 3 months, because first month you'll get a widget or whatever we're sending. Second month kind of rides, and the third month something else comes. So this is kind of a cumulative thing. If you're in the membership for 3, 6, 9, 12 months, you're gaining points, and then there will be a reward system for that as well. So these are all things we're developing. Facebook groups. So these are all like the tech things we have to develop on the back end. So think of a Facebook group. We need to have the 3 questions. We need to have the banner. We need to have the images. And we have to have the content ready to go for you guys. So thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know how that goes. And we look forward to seeing you on the show Tuesday. This Tuesday, amazingly enough, I'm doing a media spot. So I don't think as of right now I'm going to be on this Tuesday show. But Jake has enough answers to the question, Bess as well. We're making gnomes on Tuesday's show. And we're getting a little ahead of the game because we're not producing content 3 times a week. It's allowed us to kind of finesse and fine tune what we're doing. And I think you're going to be really, really happy with the results. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday on the show. Thanks.